Cross. Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a singer.
Hi, my name is Peyton, and I'm a dancer.
And today, what are we doing today?
Today, we are back with a very exciting debut reaction to a group that I know a lot of people are very excited about, and we'll be reacting to Kep1er.
Yes, so after it was postponed, Kep1er is finally debuting. The title track and music video is called Wa Ta Ta. But in case you don't know, this is the girl group that came out of the TV show Girls Planet 999. And obviously, in advance, we watched the teasers leading up to this. That being said, let us go. Cause space.
We're going to talk about space a lot in this.
I mean, yeah. It's like that right now. Oh, the start is very different. There we go. Oh! Oh, the chimes in the background.
Traveling through space and time.
Yeah, supersonic. All like the little light effects. Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were just making a circle, but they're rolling.
Oh, like the...
That's
is it supposed to be
cool.
like an eclipse? To show that they're overlapping? Wow. Whoa. That part's really interesting, actually. The chimes again.
Is this like on Kep1er Planet?
Oh. To explain the different
Yeah, like
styles.
outfits, the background. You can also see a planet in the background.
Yeah.
The like beep beep in the background sounds like a when you're trying to contact someone. Yeah, signal. Thank you. That's pretty. I'm gonna be singing this for the next week.
Oh yeah. The O's. Or woes. Whichever.
Let's just jump right into notes, and I'm just going to preface this with the fact that I know their name has multiple meanings, but one of the meanings is a reference to like the Kep1er planets and Johannes Kep1er, and obviously there's a big space theme going on, so I will be talking about space because that's how I interpreted the dance. Yes, Anna, exactly, I know what you're thinking. First of all, I said in the reaction that originally I thought they were just doing a circle with their hands, and they also do like what da and then go into the circle, and so I saw that in the teaser and was like, oh, it's like they're referencing their planet. I'm still sticking with that to an extent, but also the fact that they're doing the circles, you were saying like, oh, is it supposed to be like an eclipse? But I was thinking more of like orbiting movements because they have a lot of like circular type of movements where it's almost like you're grabbing and pulling someone into your orbit. The thumb circling down is is one of them. Another one that I was thinking of was the watata on that move when they're going like this, and it's like they're grabbing you into their orbit with the circle. Also, there's just a lot of like movement of their arms around their heads. So it is like you're orbiting a planet, like you've gravitational pull, all of that science, all of the science. But I was also thinking, pulling it back from right before they make the circle with their hands, the grab on the watata is sort of like grabbing you in, because their insa, like their greeting, is catch your eye, catch your mind. So it's like they're catching you. You can definitely tell they're already building this brand. Another moment that's more of like a very specific moment that stuck out to me, one, I liked the dance move, and two, the CGI made it pop in my mind, was during the breakdown in the bridge. They do an arch on the floor where they're sort of like curving around. It's not exactly a modern dance back arch, but it's similar, where they're lifting their arm up and they're letting their like chest arch backwards while they're kneeled to the ground, and it creates this spiral movement. And that was the first reason it caught my mind, is because it's more of a pose, even though their arm is dragging, but because of the shape of their body, it creates movement in that pose. And I think that that's like a powerful choreography tool, where you don't have to be moving all the time to feel like there's energy on stage, and that's a really good example. It also caught my mind because then they sort of like slowly get into it, and right as they hit the point, they close the spiral, and the CGI actually makes them all disappear. And so it felt almost like it was expanding, and then they had like grabbed you in. So if we're gonna go with the whole space theme, which I told you at the beginning, I'm going with the whole space theme, it kind of reminded me of like a wormhole that would like open up and then like grab you and take you to the planet, because the next scene they're also on what we've decided is more of like the Kepler planet setting. So basically space, and the dance is showing it, but also the CGI is enhancing that feeling with the background and with all of the different props that are there. So I don't know, I mean, I was digging it, but also like it is a really catchy song, and it's a choreography in the chorus especially that you can follow along to. And if you're thinking about debut, that's like your goal. You want like a song that'll get stuck in people's heads and a dance that they can go along to, because you want it to be memorable. So it's a really good song for a debut. And it's turn.
Hello, yes, so it is my turn for comments now, and where to begin? Well, the first line in my notes says mysterious because space. So let's start there. Obviously, planet, space, theme. We literally said that right from the start. Peyton's entire comments were about that, and that really is reflected a lot in the song as well. So one part that stuck out to me the most is the chimes that you hear in the pre-chorus. We all know I love a good use of chimes, but also, especially with this group in their debut song, but just like with this group, the use of chimes, since it's about space, it reminds you of like the twinkling stars in the sky, and it brings like this sort of delicate feeling that you think of with like space, also like reminiscent of all the different light effects that are happening in the music video as well. But also another thing about the pre-chorus, since it is a more like delicate section sort of, the line that's happening in it is being doubled across multiple octaves, and there's a really big gap that you feel between those octaves, and like the space created in that octave gap, there's just like this openness there that makes you feel like you're floating like space, like an astronaut floating in space. It's just vast openness. Another thing, the openness of that feels very like otherworldly, kind of like mysterious, but it pulls you in like the orbit in space. That's what I felt with the intro of the song, because in the beginning I was like very surprised and taken aback because it was different from what I was expecting of the song based on the teasers, and in my mind I was like, oh well, it's just like an interesting intro for the song, but it actually comes back in the second verse, the instrumental part for the section right after the chorus. And like I even was thinking when we were watching it for the first time, I was like, oh, this is really nice, because it brings just naturally dynamics to the song, since like it is more pulled back, but also the way that it's being rapped, spoken, there's like some melody to it. It is more like quieter, like more reserved, sort of like a whisper. I'm thinking of like the wispy sort of Northern Lights in my mind actually, which isn't really space, but it was like making me think of the light effects in the music video. Mystery again. Back to that one line, the first line in my notes. That being said though, they actually have a lot of sound effects in this song, or sounds that are used to create like a more sound effect feeling. So like the chimes, you mentioned like the signal noises in the bridge. Also in the bridge at the end of a phrase, there's this like video game level up sort of sound, but also in the bridge they have like the deeper horn sounds as well. Not a sound effect, but it does create like a grounding effect. Last two small things. The O's are so freaking catchy. I mean, obviously intentional, like you said. Another sort of catchy thing is there's a lot of onomatopoeias in this, like sound words. So I was hearing like the kungs, and also honestly, even the wadada is probably like supposed to be thought of as an onomatopoeia because it's like the running. Alright, but I'm done now.
Okay, so TLDR for this video is first and foremost, Kep1er, congratulations on your debut. The girls have debuted with their first song, Wadada, and it is everything that you expect in a K-pop debut. It is catchy, it is fun to sing and dance along to, and they are already from the start building this brand that they have started probably even since the Survival show, since it was Girls Planet, and now they are Kep1er. We're excited to see what they do in the future going from here.
But as always, if you would like to fangirl with us more, talk with us more about Kep1er, about space, planets, who knows? Then feel free to reach out to us on our socials, which are linked in the cards. And as always, if you enjoyed this reaction video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notification bell, and bye!
Bye!